Disclaimer: everything that is discussed, posted is strictly for educational and historical purposes only. It does not promote nor condone illegal activities. Black Golds and Wildmans. Brenda FASSIE 1XW BIS L acquired Brenda after losing Katrina to a kennel accident. She was supposed to be used only for breeding purposes. Nevertheless, life has its twists and turns. She did more than I could ever ask for. Brenda was out of Baloo 2XW, a blend of the Ville and Croata bloodlines. He had a nice conformation, looked like a Greek statue, and besides that, a terrible stifle style that finished his opponents in short order. Nothing lasted more than 30 minutes with him. On the bottom side of Brenda's pedigree, she was out of Sammy, a dog imported from a neighboring country. She was out of the Pitt Island kennels, a marvelous blend of Red Boy and Jocko. Sammy had a special place in my heart since I wanted to acquire her, but my former kennel associate ended up with her. Brenda was accidentally bred once to John Jones. He escaped his chain spot, and when I found him, he was stuck with her. I got 9 beautiful puppies out of that breeding. Unfortunately, none of them survived due to a wave of parvovirus. After she lost her puppies, I was contacted by Dogman Kennels. He said that he had a bitch that would stop Brenda in less than 30 minutes. Since I had nothing to lose, I took up on the offer. I had 2 dogs to show in the convention. Moscow 1XL, he was matched early at 12 months, and I overused some supplements, and he went into shock, even though the opponent could not touch him while he had gas on his tank. The dog was showing signs of stress on the kidneys 2 days before the show and wouldn't move a lot in his chain spot. My partner and I decided to take him out anyway. We paid the price of making a dog carry his owner's pride. The other dog was Brenda. We were the underdogs since we lost the previous 4 matches in a row. I was nicknamed the ATM machine. Looking back at it, I laugh hard. Debates were high. Everyone was expecting us to lose again. We had to endure all the bad-mouthing and keep our calm. The day of the 4-card convention came. I had 2 shows in a row, not an easy task, but I trusted the dogs and the keep was on point. Black Golds and Wildmans Moscow 1XL versus RX Kennels Sakinhas 1XW. Agreed weight 22 kgs. Moscow was the first to go. The agreed weight was 22 kgs. He came in at 21.150 and the opponent was right on weight. The dogs were released. In the beginning, the opponent was dominating him and keeping him off. Once Moscow figured him out, he went straight to the back end. My partner got excited and started to entice the dog. I quickly told him to shut up and let the dog work on his own pace. The opponent managed to get him out sometimes, but by the 20-minute mark it was clear who was going to take the title home. The crowd was silent and in disbelief. By the 40-minute mark, the other handler shook my hand and asked for a scratch. The dog crossed, walking slowly and dizzy. Couldn't stand on his feet, and once he completed the scratch he just fell to the ground looking up. Moscow ran a beautiful courtesy scratch, and the doubters were lining up to take pictures with him, being converted from haters to lovers. Black Golds and Wildmans Brenda versus Dogman Kennels Chelsea. Agreed weight 18 kgs. The referee screamed, "Release your dogs." Chelsea came flying like a rocket. She got Brenda in her corner and went straight to the throat. The handler excited and was telling Chelsea to finish her off. Until the 5-minute mark it was like that. Brenda was bellow weight. Nevertheless, she managed to get out of the throat hold and got Chelsea's front left paw. She grabbed it such intensity and wouldn't let go for minutes. Everyone was surprised with her tenacity. When she finally let go of the paw, the distal phalanges were all visible and broken. Chelsea couldn't put weight on that paw. Brenda went straight to the other front paw. She looked like a smooth chess player, breaking Chelsea down bit by bit. Chelsea was trying to keep her off to no avail, because Brenda kept coming. Once she was done with the front paws, she went to the backhand. Chelsea also got her backhand. They were laying down like 2 snakes dancing. Even though Chelsea would let go of her holds to try and get Brenda off her, by the 25-minute mark the damage was done and Chelsea wouldn't be able to come back from the punishment. Brenda was demolishing her. Chelsea was laying down and managed to get a good hold in Brenda's mouth. I was worried because she could lose her cutters in that. Fortunately, she managed to get out of that hold and went straight to the backhand to finish her job. 30 minutes had passed and I sarcastically asked the handler what did he say before the match. The crowd was screaming now, telling him to pick up and save a good dog. But the man was in disbelief and was laying down talking to his dog. I was just standing in a corner letting Brenda do her thing, and life was slowly but surely leaving Chelsea's body. He finally shook my hand at 49 minutes. Chelsea ran a real game scratch. I must congratulate him for bringing a real game dog to the square. I wanted to acquire Chelsea for breeding stock, but she died a few hours after the match. The damage was irreversible. Brenda was awarded the BIS. Unfortunately, she passed away 5 days after the match from a bad gum infection. There is not a day that I do not think of her. She would make any dogman proud. She is buried on my yard and will forever hold a place in my heart. I want to thank Mr. F, Mr. and Wildman for all the support and friendship. Yours truly, Black Golds. #Aluta continua. Well, there you have it, folks, the story of Black Golds and Wildmans. Brenda FASSIE 1XW BIS.